What is preference? Let's take a marriage for example. Some may prefer someone from your own country. Some of you ladies may seek nothing but a six-pack guy. Who knows? Because we all have a personal choice. Finally, we want to end up with someone we choose. So the power that allows you to choose, let's call it preference. Just think for a moment. What if your culture clashes with your preference for love? What do? Pray to God and sleep, or just go with your love? Just like your preference for love, what if you may also have a preference for the way you pay for your goods and services? You may use cash at the supermarket and credit cards at an online store. Sometimes you may use the same payment method for everything depending on where you live. So it seems like there is a cultural reason from country to rely on one payment method over another. Here in Australia, have you ever noticed what Australians do when they make payments? They whisper to themselves, no cash, no worries, tap and go. But if you visit China, rather than asking, do you take credit cards, retailers often ask, do you take Alipay or WeChat Pay, which are mobile payments. Let's go to my country, Sri Lanka. The most common payment method is cash. Once I visited to a Sri Lankan restaurant with my Canadian friend, and when we were making the payments, my friend realized that the shop didn't accept credit cards. So at that moment, my friend looked at me like my father invented the credit card. So these kind of situations happens in real lives. So it is clear that these three countries have different payment preferences. Why? How does culture drive their payment preference? Does culture depend on country's financial background or history, or is there an invisible hand? We still don't have a clear understanding about it. So what I am trying to do is ask Australian, Chinese and Sri Lankans broadly about their payment preferences and conduct online surveys to identify key measurable factors on why they have different payment preferences and how culture drives their impact and how culture moderates the impact of daily transactions. So, because the payment preference is not a new concept, many studies have focused a specific payment method in a specific country, but there is a lack of studies focusing all the payment methods in three different countries. Therefore, my research will respond to call for additional research on payment preference acceptance and will provide insights for financial companies to apply business strategies to enhance the life of the customers by providing them efficient modes of payments. Until then, remember to keep your loose change handy if tapping plastic is not an option. Thank you.